welcome to Leafy Advice. I'm Laura, and today I wanted to talk a little bit about watering. So I'm just going to start with the very basics. How should you water? If you're a new plant parent, you might be a little confused on this. So the first thing you want to start with is when you're watering your plant, say you have this plant here, what you want to do is you want to water the soil. So actually, like, the water should be hitting the soil, not the leaves. You don't want to leave water sitting on the leaves because when you're indoors, the water doesn't evaporate. There isn't any wind to help blow it away. And water sitting on leaves acts like a magnifying glass and will cause burn marks on your plants. And it's not good because it causes like the tissue to die, and it damages the plant, and it can open the plant up to, like, it's like a wound. It'll open it up to, infections or diseases that will further harm the health of the plant. Another thing that you want to do when watering your plants is you want to give it nice deep waterings. And the importance of watering deeply is that you're actually saturating all of the soil in the pot, and doing that ensures that you're actually getting water down to the root level of your plants. So the way I like to do that is when I'm watering my plants, I'll have them sitting in a larger pot like this, and this smaller pot has drainage holes in it. The drainage holes are really important for like air circulation, as well as making sure that I've actually gotten water all the way through the pot. So when I'm watering, I wait and see until I see water seeping out into the larger pot, so I know it's run all the way through the soil. And that's how I know I've watered it deeply. Another thing is that make sure you get rid of that excess sitting water. So, maybe like half an hour after you water, kind of like pick the pot up. If the outer pot is still holding like a pool of water, just dump it out. Your plant doesn't need it. Another final tip that I'm going to give you guys for now is actually checking that your plant needs watering before you do it. So I'm going to pick this plant up again, and I'm going to give you a little demonstration. So if I'm going to check the soil to see if it's actually wet and filled with water or not, I can do two things. I'm going to stick my finger in the soil. I'm going to put it about up to my knuckle, and I feel the soil. So this soil feels a little damp, but pretty dry, which I think is good for a snake plant. But you want to feel if it's like cool and moist. If it's wet, it doesn't need any watering. And if it's like dry, kind of like sandy, or doesn't stick together, it might need some water, and depending on your plant, you might want to water it. Another thing you can do is just pick up the pot itself, so the inner pot, and if it's really light, and this is something that you'll get used to based on feel, if it's really light, it means that there isn't water in the soil weighing it down, so it could use a watering, and if it's heavy, it's full of water and it doesn't need any more. So those are some basic tips for watering, and yeah, see you guys soon.